Under surveillance. Humanity's greatest secret unveiled? Across England, Japan, China, and beyond, countless witnesses speak in hushed tones of strange crafts haunting our skies. More than 40,000 unknown civilizations silent, unseen or believed to be watching us, studying us, waiting. Meanwhile, buried deep within the barren deserts of Nevada, Area 51 hides in the shadows. What secrets lie beyond its guarded fences? Why does the world's most secretive military base fear the truth emerging? And the most chilling question.
Reads, Cape Canaveral, Florida, NASA has received a radio signal originating from deep within the Earth's core. Experts believe these signals are being emitted by an intelligent and highly advanced life form. A senior NASA official, who wished to remain anonymous, stated in the article that these underground creatures have found a way to communicate with us. Whoever they are, he said, they possess technology capable of sending signals through the Earth's crust, through hundreds of miles of soil and rock. Scientists first observed signs of this phenomenon on October 30, 1994, thanks to highly sensitive satellites. Since then, these signals have been periodically renewed. According to NASA's leadership, the radio signals consist of a very complex mathematical code, which has convinced us that we are in contact with a civilization of beings whose intelligence is undoubtedly superior to that of humans. He explained that while the scientists had not found it difficult to decode the messages, he repeatedly refused to disclose their contents. The headline of the article reads, Cape Canaveral, Florida, NASA has received a radio signal originating from deep within the Earth's core. Experts believe these signals are being emitted by an intelligent and highly advanced life form. A senior NASA official, who wished to remain anonymous, stated in the article that these underground creatures have found a way to communicate with us. Whoever they are, he said, they possess technology capable of sending signals through the Earth's crust, through hundreds of miles of soil and rock. Scientists first observed signs of this phenomenon on October 30, 1994, thanks to highly sensitive satellites. Since then, these signals have been periodically renewed. According to NASA's leadership, the radio signals consist of a very complex mathematical code, which has convinced us that we are in contact with a civilization of beings whose intelligence is undoubtedly superior to that of humans. He explained that while the scientists had not found it difficult to decode the messages, he repeatedly refused to disclose their contents. One of NASA's top officials said that scientists believe this discovery could be the most significant and resounding breakthrough in centuries. The article concludes with the statement, "We have hoped to be the masters of the universe. But now we realize that there are uncharted territories beneath the surface of our planet. And they may hold paramount importance for our future." Do these messages really exist? Why does NASA feel uncomfortable revealing to the public that it is in contact with life from within the Earth? What are the issues within the messages that make NASA refuse to disclose them? Since the messages do not appear to be hostile, they do not seem to pose any serious danger. Therefore, once again, political and economic forces feel threatened and impose their veto on the dissemination of information. This is certainly why scientists claim that these messages require time to explain properly before being released. NASA detects radio signals from the Earth's core. All of this strangely recalls Admiral Byrd's adventures during his flight on February 19, 1947, in the polar region, and what happened later, when he wanted to announce messages from the inhabitants of the Earth's core. However, unlike what happened at that time, when we ridiculed the very old theory of hollow Earth in silence, scientists now seem to be preparing humanity to accept the hollow Earth theory. This is also an inevitable action for them because, indirectly, it will force them to accept the hypothesis that the molten iron core of the Earth, which they have believed for many decades, is no longer accurate. But right now, people continue to lie, including the head of NASA quoted in the article, claiming, "We have no way of communicating with this civilization." However, other sources suggest that these beings have been trying for a long time to convince our leaders that nuclear weapons and energy could lead to our extinction. And the inhabitants of the hollow earth will not be satisfied with one-way communication. Clearly, the underground civilization not only surpasses us in development, but they also know the conditions of our world. They not only send encrypted messages without difficulty when decoding NASA's replies, but they also receive all information broadcast from the entire surface of our planet. According to a new study by British scientists, humans may not be alone in the Milky Way. A group of expert researchers pointed out that there may be more than 40,000 advanced civilizations scattered across the galaxy. So far, no intelligent life has been found outside Earth. Skeptics even argue that intelligent life forms may be living secretly among humans on Earth. Researcher Frank Drake, at the Edinburgh Observatory, hypothesized some life processes in the Milky Way that were used to test a recent model. Eventually, he discovered, in recent years, the chemical composition of other celestial bodies, as well as the number and characteristics of many planets outside our solar system. By comparing the results of different models, Frank Drake concluded that there may be between 30,000 to 40,000 advanced civilizations in the Milky Way, and they are capable of establishing communication with the human civilization on Earth. The formula developed by astronomer Frank Drake, which we now call the Drake equation, reveals the possibility of extraterrestrial intelligence. If a civilization can overcome the initial technology that leads to self-destruction, it will be able to persist for quite a long time. See also, asteroids orbiting Earth could be alien spacecraft monitoring humanity. If this conclusion is correct, the total number of civilizations in the Milky Way will be enormous. Did a British man see a UFO? Two British tourists visiting the Mamas area of the Amazon rainforest managed to film some footage in which bright spots and humanoid figures, resembling aliens, were seen standing in the forest. While the camera focused on the children, a silver light was visible behind them. Just a few meters away from the light, a small creature could be seen standing next to a tree. Its appearance resembled that of an alien. In a biodiverse area like the Amazon rainforest, this special creature could not be native to the Brazilian rainforest or Earth in general. This could serve as evidence that we are not alone in the universe. For many, these images may be just a hoax. But for Mr. Cohen, who runs the allnewsweb.com website, a site focused on mysteries, these pictures are proof of the existence of aliens. Mr. Cohen stated, "These fascinating images make it hard to deny. This area is known for high activity of UFOs. Clearly, extraterrestrials are very interested in this region due to its biodiversity. This area was also the focus of a high-level investigation by the Brazilian government called Operation Prato. The military was sent here to monitor and confirm the presence of extraterrestrials." Did the Japanese ever see a UFO? Ancient records from the Edo period stunned historians as they described in detail a UFO and its occupant. Could this be the first documented UFO event? The encounter took place on February 22, 1803, in the village of Hirashigahama, or Hara-Yudori, near Tokyo. According to various sources, a metallic, disc-shaped flying object, a flying saucer, drifted ashore. It had windows made of glass or crystal. The ship was 6 meters wide and carried a young woman with very pale skin. This event caused a stir in the village, with people flocking to see the strange object. Later, this object came to be known as Utsuro-bune, hollow ship. A few people in boats tried to get close to the mysterious round object and attempted to pull it ashore. that occurred in Japan in 1803.